how tariff barriers can provide for how tariff can provide value for renewables into systems. Okay. First, we're gonna take as a case study Galapagos Island. We have different main islands in Galapagos. We are focused mainly in San Cristobal one, which has what thermal, wind power, and photovoltaic systems, which provides for around 10 megawatts of energy into the grid for almost all the customers here. We have different kind of demand. We have residential, mainly residential, commercial demand systems. And so we are gonna focus on those two sectors for our analysis. The idea here is that for Galapagos specifically, we need to take care of the environment. It's it's a cultural heritage, and also the only way we have to provide for energy and baseline is the thermal energy for bunker from petrol. So basically, only 10% of the system provided for wind and solar energy. So the idea here is to place some kind of tariff or to know what should be done to provide easiness for entrance into the grid for renewables. Um, okay, one of the first problems here is that for Galapagos, this is this is a kind of use for emphasis. And you can see here that for in Galapagos, as well as a lot of different areas, we have the same area. So there's no difference in between one island, isolated system, and the mainland with a huge system in the refuge grid. So, and also one of the things that it's not based on you don't have an hour base, it just has power base depending on how much energy they consume over the month. So, but in the other hand, one of the things that make Galapagos interesting is that the cost of living there is 8% higher than in mainland. So it means that every system will be at least 80% more expensive to be built in the island. So everything changes will be in the analysis. Because, for example, for a 5 kilowatt systems in mainland can be around four and a half thousand dollars, while on the island can be up to $7,000. So basically, if I have the same tariff in the system, but a different range of investment to provide for energy, it will be very hard to make it public to be aware of that need. For what we've done, the methodology is to analyze what are the main possible answers to that problem. We have done some, so we have made of data accumulation systems, and also we have done some surveys over the island to analyze what can be done and what is more acceptable for people. Also, we have made an analysis how has been growing and how will grow the demand over the years, the next years, to know if how much energy and how much petrol we will be needing in the next years to provide for energy and the thermal system. Uh, Talking about the demand curve, we already know that demand curves are not flat, and the energy what everyone needs and wants here is to get a flatten demand curve to have an easiness to provide energy, not to have peak generators and expensive one, also to avoid high prices in the electricity system. So for doing a heat survey and over the island, people in the island, we have found out that they are very aware of the need to change some of on the electricity system, and they are aware they need to avoid pollution in the island. So they have uh, presented us with some needs or possible answers to be taken note for. First, to have a distinction in the power for day and night, the tariff, sorry, for day and night tariff. So in that order, we will avoid using too much energy during the night and transfer a little bit into the day. Also, there's a lot of people that wants to change it into an hourly tariff. So basically, the people change during the day, each hour based on how much energy they are consuming, which generators are being used in that moment. And but a very few among people just think that doing an investment into renewables will be a good investment for this. Again, based on how much they have to pay for the energy in the island. Well, I think much people think that nothing has changed in the system. Applying these results, we have seen that basically, for example, if we consider that we are going to use a smart meter that we have in the island, so they will change some of the energy into the minimum demand, from maximum to minimum demand. And also, if we make a micro generation, that's the one that we know from one or at least a few people wants to do, we will find that just a very few amount of energy not consumed during peak hours. And also, there has been noticed that as the entrance of a lot of electrical cars are going into the island, there should be done kind of special, I'm sorry, that there, well, I don't know. Well, they have changed some of the rules to make the cars just to get plugged into the grid during 9 hours when the load is the lowest possible. Because if that's not done, the impact of that amount of electrical cars will be very high on peak hours because everything into the island is becoming really fast into the green energy, that's including the electrical cars. So, well, at the end, we just merge all the options to see what can be the biggest impact on the grid is. Solutions. So if we just consider changing on the out into an avatar, we'll find out that in monthly we will have this 1,000 unit here for each consumer. We will have almost $2,000 of earned. So basically, that's not quite important. As it will be if we get 10% of the people who get into the grid with micro generation that we provide for at least $36,000 on the systems. Okay, this is just a quick analysis of changing the meters, the smart meter, into the grid to make it into an avatar. Because by now it is not possible to do that because the meters are very like they don't have communications and anything else. And it's quite easy because the income of the people in the island to pay for the change in meters and the percentage that will be needed is very few for the investment. So basically, here we go for the conclusions at the end is that as tariff is not as people earn more money in the system on the island and tariffs don't change from island to mainland, there is no incentives for people to invest themselves into renewables, so that won't be a possible answer until that is done. Also, we have found out that also as subsidies are provided on the island because of the need for transport of petrol. That's one of the main issues also that these subsidies impact in the government once they make the tariff in the island, don't reflect what was really the price of the energy uh, production. And also, we have found out that in that kind of awareness of people who lives in that island has the awareness for knowing that the pollution is needed, so they are more likely to do something, not only letting us do an high investment, but they can change the type price, how they will pay the energy into another type, for example, which is not what is done by now. So that is something that was interesting at the end because no one in the country was likely to do that change, but the people from Galapagos Island they were very aware of that and they wanted to do that change because they know they needed to do something to avoid an increase of pollution at the end. And basically, that's the analysis. So uh, I want to thank you. And any questions?
Oh, so I guess why more awareness of the environmental impact and pollution, let's say, on the island as opposed to let's say
Yeah.
airport? Now, why do you think that is?
Yeah, the people in Galapagos Island are, for example, they have consumers on the residential area. There are like 2,000 consumers. So basically, we're not talking about a lot of people, and they are very aware of that because all the incomes in the island is based on tourism, and they need to avoid any impact on the flora and fauna of the place. So as long as they have known that it's very important to do that, and they know that the main energy production in the island is thermal energy, and that is, and they have to take petrol